Guys, welcome back to Baseball for the channel. I know I have a video on this channel about the Bananaball rules, but they have added another Bananaball rule, and I'm going to be explaining these rules in a little more detail to show you guys. So, we're going to do the overview of rules. So the very first rule is win the inning, get the point. The second rule is a 2-hour time limit. The third rule is no stepping out of the batter's box. Fourth rule is no bunting. Fifth rule is batter can steal first base at any given point. It's usually on a wild pitch. Rule number 7, no mound visits. Rule number 8, if a fan catches a foul ball, it is out. Rule number 9, showdowns. Breaker, and I will get into that too. Rule number 10, Bananaball challenge. And the new rule, which is number 11, is golden batter rule. So that's all the rules for this. So let's get into the explaining video. Okay, so the first rule is win an inning, get the point. So if you're someone who hasn't watched a Astros game or a Diamondbacks game, there are 9 innings, every run counts. Well, a Bananaball, it's whoever has the most runs by the end of the inning gets a point. So I'm going to turn this camera around to show you an example. So rule number 1 is win the inning, get the point. Example 1, let's say that the party animal scored 4 runs in inning 2 and they hold the bananas. They get 1 point. So the score would be 1-0. So the squares of the bananas are rectangles. I said squares, but they kind of look, I don't know what they look like. They probably will turn out into rectangles and the circles will turn out into ovals. The circles are the party animals. And the triangles are the umpires. They have 3 umps. Sometimes they'll have 3 umps. They might not always have 3 umps. But the first batter hits a single. Second batter hits a single. Third batter hits a single. Fourth batter hits a single. So that's 1 run. The other batter the 5th batter hits a single. 6th batter hits a single. And for runners score, then the bananas get the 3 outs that they needed. So that would be what the score would look like. Example 2. Say the party animals score 2 runs in the 6th inning and the bananas tie the run. So the score ends up being 2-2 and nobody would get the point. So yes, I'm saying the party animals are in lead. So the score would be 3-0. So, or 2-0. I messed up. Oh no, it'd be 3-0. So, one banana on, the second one's on, third one's on, fourth one is up to, one scored, second one scored, party animals tied it. Okay, so this is written wrong. It should be 3. So in the 7th inning, let's say that the animal scored 2 runs and the bananas walk it off with 3 runs. So that would mean the bananas won the inning. So the score would be 3-1. So animals have 2. First batter gets on. Second batter gets on. One batter scores, the second one scores, and the third one scores. The score is now 3-1 bananas, 3-1 party animals. We're in the 9th inning. The 9th inning is when every run. So we're in the 9th inning. The score is 4-1, but the party animals scored 2 runs. So now that would be 6-1. And then let's say the bananas end up coming up scoring 5 runs in the game, but the party animals get the 3 outs. That the bananas couldn't walk it off, so it had to go down to shutouts, which will be explained later on in this video. So this would be what the score is going into the 9th inning. So the first party animal hit, second one. I think one scored. Second scored. That's all they need. So now the score will be 6-1 party animals. First banana gets on. Second banana gets on. One banana scores. Second and third banana score. Fourth banana scores. Fifth banana scores. So that means the score would be 6-6. So the party animals get all 3 outs and the bananas can't walk it off and win the game. I mean the party animals win. But if the bananas can walk it off and get one more run than they can, I mean the bananas win the game. I want to turn it back so you guys can see me, so give me 1 second. Rule number 2. It's a 2-hour time limit. So when the 2-hour time limit runs out, whatever inning they are in becomes their last inning, and every run that scores counts. Rule number 3. They can't step out of the batter's box. So if the batter steps out of the batter's box, it's a strike. Depending on if it's the second or if it's the third strike. The third strike, it can also be called, they can be out for trying to caught stealing first base. And you can get caught for stealing first base. Just if there's already 3 strikes. But the way it counts as a strike is if both their feet come out of the batter's box. If one stays in, they're good. You can hop over to different boxes if you're that type of person. And you can hit right and left. But other than that, your feet have to stay in the box. Rule number 4. There is no bunting in Bananaball. So bunting is when a batter does not swing. He'll show it first. So the infielders will come in. Because batters who bunt don't hit it hard. It's a lot of times to get a runner from third home or a runner that's on second to third where it's easier for them to score. Because they're hoping that the catcher or whoever gets it will throw it to first. But they don't have it in Bananaball. If you bunt, you're out of the game. Rule number 5 a batter can steal first at any given time. It usually happens on a wild pitch or a pass ball. So on Bananaball, if the pitch that's thrown is a wild pitch and the catcher can't get it or can't block it, the batter can try and steal first base, but depending on the catcher might have a decent arm and be able to get you out. Also, you gotta pay close attention to how close the back of the field is to how close it is to home plate, and how fast the catcher got up to go get it. If the catcher gets up really fast to go get it, you probably are going to stay in the box. Rule number 6. There is no walks in Bananaball. So a walk in the Diamondbacks or Astros games, you only get one base. In Bananaball, it's called a ball for a sprint. So the batter can take as many bases as he wants. Well, the 7 players, infielders and outfielders, have to touch the ball minus the pitcher and catcher. So there's 9 in there. Pitcher and catcher do not have to touch the ball, but everyone else has to. So your third, shortstop, second, first, left field, right field, center field have to touch the ball before it's back in play. A lot of them stop at first depending on the team's defense of the ball. So if you try to go more when the last person touches it, then you are probably going to be out. Unless you get into second or whatever safely, or it's an overthrow. That has happened. Rule number 7, there is no mound visits. So in MLB or a college league, or even in school baseball, the coaches like to walk up and talk to the pitcher. Well, in Bananaball, that is not part of it. The coaches can't come up and talk to their pitchers. The coaches have to wait until after the inning's over to even talk to their pitchers. And that's the same with the catchers. The catchers I don't think can go up there. I'm not for sure about that one, but I've never seen the catcher go up there and try to talk to him. The only time I've ever seen catchers in Bananaball go up there is when a player on the opposing team gets hit by a pitch. Rule number 8, if a fan catches a foul ball, the player is out. So if a player pops it up and a fan catches it, that player is out. So they kind of include fans to be players themselves. And yeah. But you have to catch it cleanly, or it does not count. Rule number 9 is showdowns, which is a tiebreaker. So we get to the last inning of the game, and the game is tied. There are 3 rounds of showdowns, and if they score a run, it is worth 1 point. So round 1 is batter versus pitcher, catcher, and 1 outfielder. So I'm gonna turn you guys over. Alright, so it's tied 6-6, and we're into the showdowns. Showdown round 1. It is batter versus catcher, pitcher, and 1 outfielder. But the outfielder has to stay here. He can't be here, or he can't be here. So when the ball is hit, and the ball is all the way over here, the outfielder has to run and get it, while the batter is taking as many bases as he can. And the same thing. If the outfielder gets the ball and can throw it to the catcher, or the pitcher can throw it to the catcher, or either one of them, and they get the runner out, then it would mean the party animals win. Now if the batter made it home before the party animals got him out at home, then they will go to showdown number 2. Showdown number 2 is just pitcher and catcher versus batter. There is no outfielders. So pitcher throws the pitch, ball gets hit, batter goes around the bases while the pitcher goes to get it. Let's say the party animals and Bananas tied, so we would go into showdown round 3. Showdown round 3 is bases are loaded and your one infielder is back. Ball is hit. Ball's hit. Outfielder goes and gets it. Catcher catches it. But everyone clears the base. So the party animals cleared the base and the Bananas didn't, it would mean the party animals won the game. If both sides clear the base, or if they both get the hitter out, that would just, the game would keep going until a team wins. So last year there was 2 ties and they said that wasn't going to happen anymore, which I don't blame them. One team wants to win. Also, these things can go the opposite way too. So like okay, rule number 10 is new. They added it in middle of the season last year. It's not the newest rule, but rule number 10 is a Bananas challenge. So the Bananas and party animals have a challenge. So let's say the Bananas get called out and they know they were safe. The coaches can throw something and pop confetti, or maybe not confetti, but can throw something in and challenge the play. If that call gets overturned and the player Banana is safe, the Banana's gonna keep the challenge. If the call doesn't get overturned, they are out of the challenge for the rest of the game, so they don't have a challenge. And the same thing goes with the party animals. But the fans have a challenge. So the fan can pop confetti and challenge a play. So if the Bananas don't want to challenge that play, the fans can challenge it. Now, I think if the fans get it, like it gets overturned, I think the fans can keep their challenge. If they don't get it, they can't. I'm not quite sure with that one. Rule number 11, which is a new rule that they put in place for this year, is called the Golden Batter Rule. This rule is a new rule that they just announced at the World Tour Draft. So this rule is that at any point of the game, which is probably going to add more in the 9th or whatever the last inning is, they can put any person that was in their lineup back in. So let's say the party animal scored and it was the one that's hitting who hits a home run, they can put him right back in. I'll explain this more once they actually use it, because this is a very new rule. So I hope you guys liked that video. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe down below, and comment down below if you have anything you want me to talk about. Bye!